size. It's pretty good. Okay. All I know is if you hit somebody in the head with kind of your elbow, you kind of whack them across the head, then no matter what the intent is, you have to call that a flagrant foul.
Yeah.
I mean, you just do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's a flagrant foul in the men's
it's
game.
automatic.
Yeah, okay. So now I listen to her post games, and yeah, she's become the villain. I don't think she wants to be the villain, but she's become the protagonist, the opposite. She's the
instigator.
She's the instigator.
100%.
Her post games reek a little bit of jealousy and bitterness. That's how it comes across to me, but I don't know. I can't, they're still too young for me to know for sure where they're going to sort of stand.
Maybe edgy. Maybe
yeah,
she's
definitely edgy.
I told you she talked that talk. She just got a different...
She play with an edge
does.
and she talk with an edge.
Okay.
She's got a different style.
I get it.
She's going to have to accept the fact that when her team on Friday night went to play the Washington Mystics, they kept it in the little gym, the little building, which holds 4,200, and that's what they drew. And when Caitlin went there a couple of weeks ago to play the Mystics, who are the worst team in the league, they moved it to the big gym. They moved it to the big arena because it was the Capital One arena, and they sold 20,333 seats. So Angel drew 4,000 basically, and Caitlin drew 20,000. Okay, that's a fact. That's been happening consistently.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at what's happened in these two losses, and Caitlin has outplayed her. So she's just gonna have to play better. And even on rebounding, she's a great offensive rebounder, but Caitlin's now only 5 back of her in defensive rebounds for the season. Well, that's pretty good. So Caitlin's averaging 16, 5, and 6, and Angel's still having a good rookie year at 12, 10, and 2. But the point is, all of her post game, and again, she's playing the villain role, it just comes off as so negative. You guys like the media is against her. I don't think the media is against her. And when she says special whistle, I got to tell you, I've watched every one of Caitlin's games. There have been so many times when she's trying to dribble the ball up the court and she gets met at half court by a very physical defender who just footballs her, just attacks her, and they don't ever call it. They just let them play, and I'm great with that. But you can't tell me she's getting a special whistle or she'd just be marching to the free throw line like James Harden used to march to the free throw line. So I don't see special whistle.
No.
And that Kennedy Clark play, I don't know. That just looked bitter to me. That just looked like she called her the B word and just went after her.
The Kennedy Clark play was, I mean, it just was one of those things where she obviously took issue at some point with Caitlin Clark. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. We can see it for what it's worth. You don't have to tell us that, oh, it's not something personal there. There's definitely something personal there. Call it the B word, let her know if you get up and you come after me, then I got something for you. So we know that's personal.
Angel stood up and applauded over.
That's something personal, but that's no different than the men's game, though.
Yeah.
It's the same. They're out here competing, and they're competitive.
I love to hear that.
It's the same.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
I love this
We want to, because they're young ladies playing against each other, we want them to be out there with their pretty high heel shoes and their nails painted and just play like they're out there competing.
I don't.
We don't want that, though. We want them out there playing basketball.
Yeah.
And so when it gets to a certain level, Skip, we all sit there and try and find something that we can bicker about one side or the other. That's what we look for.
It's just weird to me, and I'm not the biggest Caitlin fan. I'm just saying she doesn't say anything ever to provoke anybody else.
It's not, look, it's not, we keep talking about this. It's not her.
Yeah.
It's everything around her.
Yeah.
You said there's jealousy. I wouldn't call it, I don't know what other word I would use, but I wouldn't call it jealousy.
Resentment?
No, it's not that.
It's not.
It's just like when you come in with a certain type of hype.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, you coming into our fraternity, Now, you know, to join a fraternity, you got to go through some things.
I understand that,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
Angel ain't in the fraternity either yet.
No, but she's taking her licks too.
Pledging, she pledged.
She's taking her licks too. We done seen some games where she done took some licks.
But she also,
that's true.
Like a lot of the young women that have been in the league even prior to Caitlin Clark, they all feel like, again, Skip, that they were there first.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I get that.
I'm in line first.
Yeah.
In line. And here comes Skip Bayless. They gonna open up the rope for him. They gonna tell me I gotta wait.
No.
He ain't got no damn reservation.
Agreed.
And he's just gonna walk up there and they gonna let him in. I've been standing here for an hour.
Okay, but Caitlin keeps saying, I don't want to walk around the line.
That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
But the W or the media or whatever, they said, no. We're gonna open up the rope for you. And the other girls have said, no, we've been in line. That's what it is. It's not jealousy. It's like, she can wait. Let her wait her turn.
No, that's not going to happen.
But it's not going to happen.
That's not
So
gonna
they got to learn to accept that.
Key of all people, you should know this.
Oh, I ain't tripping.
No, but listen, at the height of your superpowers, when you play, when you go up at the rope, when you go up, let him in there.
Yeah, let him in.
Let him in.
Like literally, not figuratively.
Yeah,
like literally.
Like literally.
That's the reality of
coming
it.
to the club, and these other people are in there waiting.
Look, dude.
His status is going to open them ropes up.
Trust me, I was a rookie, and I was the #1 overall pick just like her.
Yeah.
I had signature shoes just like her. There were veteran players that had gone to the Pro Bowls and done all that. They wasn't me, though. They just wasn't. But it was just the reality of it.
You can cut the line.
Yeah, I cut the line. The reality of it. And the next person that comes several years after me, that was the top dog, I understood. They're going to cut the line.
Right.
It's just what it is, Skip. And they will eventually get past everything in her first year.
Yeah.
Watch what I tell you. They going to all start doing commercials together next year, and it'll be all kumbaya.
None of them can argue that Caitlin hasn't been good for their attendance and their ratings. You just can't argue it. She just has.
They're not.
I don't
they're
know.
Not arguing that though, Skip.
Yeah.
They're arguing, why are you putting her in the front line?
Yeah.
Why she gets the better seat? Why? Why? That's what they're saying.
Because the ratings are like
I won national championships in college. I've won WNBA titles. Why am I the chosen one to do these things? That's what they're saying. That's all. Why?
I mean, she's the show. She puts on the show.
Clearly, if somebody is
it's just some of
moving
them,
a venue from 4 to 12,000, that's something.
It's ridiculous.
No,
it's like 16,000 more people.
20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 to 20.
Yeah, 4 to 20. That's another 16,000 people.
Okay. I don't know if you guys saw Serena Williams was asked about Caitlin the other day, and she said, if people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Exactly.
No, there's no question about it.
Okay.
There's no question about it.
And Serena went through it when she first
absolutely.
hit. Yeah.
Absolutely. And the thing that Caitlin has to do is keep playing basketball. Don't allow... See, because what happens is, and you've been in this media game for a long time, Skip, it ain't Caitlin Clark. And I don't care, it is the media, and it is the W, and it is whoever wants to promote her to be the guy or the young lady in line, the person that they say is you're the anointed one. We're gonna put the stamp on you. And all she does is play up to that, because if she doesn't play up to it, live up to that hype, they gonna find somebody else eventually in a couple years to put in front of her. I mean, that's just, so she's gotta just keep playing basketball and don't let it seep into her from a negative standpoint to where she's not even living up to the hype that she's been given. Now, do I think she's gonna continue to get better? Absolutely. That 7-point game she had the other night, she erased that with this game.
She did.
I mean, so it's coming. It's gonna come for sure.
Yeah. There's something bigger operating here. She's still becoming, because of nothing she's done personally, she's becoming some sort of symbol in the culture clash going on in this country. The right-left culture clash. It just feels like it to me that it's bigger, that a lot of people are joining in here who really don't even know basketball or care that much about basketball. She just arrived at the right place at the right time, or you can argue at the wrong time. I don't know which it is.
It's the right place at the right time. Ain't nothing wrong about it.
No.
Nothing at all. There's zero anything wrong about it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well,
I mean, I'm waking up on Sunday morning.
you are
Tuning in.
That's significant to me.
That's significant.
It is. It's huge.
That's significant.
Okay, and I'll say it again. Every time she's involved in some controversy,